I got a bird. Yeah.
Can you show it?
Show me how to use it. Oh, you gotta turn it on.
You know what the naughty girls just asked me? Is he legend?
Is he what?
Is he legend?
What is legend?
Are you a legend?
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, I suppose I am. Oh, Basketball Diaries. Let's talk about that.
Okay. So, tell me who's in the movie and a little bit of what it's about.
Lorraine Bracco plays my mother. Bruno Kirby plays my perverted basketball coach. I said Lorraine Bracco. Marky Mark plays my best friend. James Mario, Patrick McGraw, Michael Imperioli. Juliette Lewis has a cameo as a prostitute, heroin addict. And I believe that's it, and me. And what it's about?
Yeah.
It's about a guy, Jim Carroll. If you read the book, you know it's about, but I'll explain it. It's about a young guy who is on a basketball team, who's a writer and a poet, and he starts to get involved with heroin, and it starts to control him, and he gets kicked out of school, starts to live on the streets, and then he meets a young dog and falls in love with the dog, and they run away to Paris together, and that's why I'm here. This is the Paris scenes. No.
Stop it, I can't use that.
What I think of Paris, I think it's like New York, except that it's a lot older and a lot more beautiful than New York, but it sort of has the same sort of feeling to it. There's a lot of different cultures here and whatnot, and it's probably has the most culture of any city in the world, I think. And it's beautiful, basically, and I like the people here. I think they're cool. I'm not sure where we are exactly, but that right there is the Eiffel Tower. And it's sort of foggy. See the mist up top? And here are a bunch of golden statues, and I don't think they're real gold, but they'd get ripped off. And that's the goddess of water, and that's the goddess of cloth, and that's the goddess of her hair. Okay, this is the famous Louvre Museum, probably the best museum in the whole entire world. And here is home to the Mona Lisa, Venus de Milo, and millions of Egyptian artifacts and whatnot. And you know what I hear? This is confidential, but the Mona Lisa here isn't really the Mona Lisa. Supposedly some guys really stole it, and it's like a replica, because they have it like this behind this little thin piece of glass, and then I could have just gone in there and taken it home, put it under my jacket. Supposedly it's in some rich guy's living room, but I'll believe it just for the sake that I have the same name as Da Vinci. So yeah, this is cheerful, isn't it? I feel like Jim Carrey.
I was gonna say you remind me of Jim Carrey.
And this is a gift from Egypt, brought here in 1601 by the ambassador Howling Tzuok, and he gave this to the Parisians, and it symbolizes fertility. That is a very famous French palace. It's where a lot of famous people go, and it's just a nice place to hang out. If you want a cup of coffee, a donut, a little crepe, some fromage, and tomate, framboise, and all that stuff.
Are you ever worried about making the transition over to adult roles, or are you satisfied with?
People have asked me that, but my answer is, I'll tell you what my answer is. Would you like to know? My answer is that I'll never get to really be young again, and this is my time to be young. So if there's roles right now that fit me as a young person, I'm going to do them and not sort of rush into becoming the young adult. I am a young adult, but like to be like the sex symbol of this, the young guy. if I can do roles right now that are young, I'll never get a chance to do them again. And I plan on being around for a while, so I'll get to do all that stuff later in life.
Are you scared of being the next heartthrob or the hunk of the month or?
No, I'm not scared of that. I don't think. I mean, I don't mind it. Whatever. I mean, as long as I don't really care about my public perception. You know, I've learned a lot about that, you know, from meeting people in the business and finding out it's completely different than you think it may be. I mean, sometimes it's completely true. Sometimes you read stuff about people and you're like, wow, that guy really is a jerk. They were right. But a lot of times it's just not true. I've sort of learned not to take it so seriously and not to really give into that, you know, not to be depressed about it, because I'm going to get to do what I want to get to do, and that's work, and that's all that really matters for me.
Do you have any sort of older mentors that you look at, or their careers that?
There's plenty of people. I like Gary Oldman a lot. I think Gary Oldman's really good. I like, you know, Pacino, Hoffman. I like, oh God, David Thewlis. He's gonna laugh at that.
Once you did Quick and the Dead, that kind of took you out of the running?
For what?
For Interview with a Vampire?
No, I didn't get Interview with a Vampire. I went up there to meet him and I didn't get it.
Is that something that you wanted to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, I went up there and I went to New Orleans and I met him and I said, yeah, I'd like to work on this movie. Because it was with Brad Pitt and I like Brad Pitt. I think he's a good actor.
Do you have anything in the future or any chance in the future that you'd want to do that or direct a film or?
I want to direct. Someday I want to direct. No, I don't. I think acting for now is taking enough of my time. And if I meet some other people and sort of want to get involved in writing or, you know, co-producing or something, that may come up. I'm sort of open to that. But right now, acting is really consuming a lot of my time with the publicity like this and with the acting itself. I mean, I'm away so much out of the year, and I could, I suppose, but it's not really a big aim of mine. I sort of want to travel and do fun stuff, I guess, you know, have vacations.
Hang out in Paris a little bit longer.
That's fun.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell the truth, I have to be honest. I don't live anywhere around here, but this is for the sake of MTV. Goodbye, thank you. I'll just be walking down here and then I'll walk back later. See ya.
Get back here.
Au revoir.